Hello everyone, welcome to Oliveboard. I am Anshul, your CAIIB mentor, and today in this session we are going to discuss everything about the CAIIB November-December 2025 exam cycle. So the registration process, study material, exam dates, what should be your study plan, what fees you need to pay, also what are the benefits of qualifying this exam. This video is going to be your complete guidance if you are planning to appear for the CIB exam in the November-December 2025 cycle and you also aim to qualify all your papers in this very attempt. So watch this video till the end, and by the end all your doubts, all your queries regarding the exam will be cleared. So let us start. The institute IIBF has already released the exam dates for your November December cycle. Although the registration is beginning in the September, still, why they are giving us so much time so that we understand they are going to increase the difficulty level even further. In every exam cycle, the difficulty level is increasing. The types of questions that are being asked, case study type, scenario based. So it is very clear that the paper is not going to be easy. For those bankers who feel that studying in the last 1 or 2 weeks will help them qualify the exam, this won't be the case now, because now the papers have become demanding, the questions are quite tough, so we need to start early. That is why the registration exam dates have already been announced so that we can plan our study plan for the next few months accordingly. So let us see the important dates. The registration for your November December exam will start from 2nd of September 2025. So here the registration will open and it will close on 22nd of September 2025. Then your exam. First exam will be on 30th of November 2025, which will be your paper 1, ABM. Then on 7th of December, you have 1 week's time for your BFM paper, paper 2 on 7th. Then 13th, again, you have around 6 days for your paper 3, advanced business and financial management. However, for your paper 4, that is BRBL, in every exam cycle, you get at least a week for your BRBL, but not this time. You will have your BRBL paper on 14th of December. So you don't have time to prepare for your BRBL paper in this week between 7th to 13th. You have to prepare both your ABFM as well as your BRBL paper. So you cannot rely on the last week only, right? But this time you have a week's time for your elective paper that will be on 21st of December. So you need to plan accordingly. You have to start preparing for all your 5 papers, right? In this exam cycle of the November December, you don't have time in between to prepare. So just relying on the marathon sessions won't be enough. Keep those marathon sessions for your revision only, for your revision. So start preparing. Now, if we talk about the basic things, the eligibility criteria. Foremost, the candidates must have passed the JIB exam. So, if you have qualified your JIB exam in this exam cycle of May, then you are eligible to apply for your CIB exam as well. Then, membership, you must be a valid member of IIBF. Only the employees of recognized banks and financial institutions can apply. Age limit, there's no restriction. Now, registration validity. Candidates will get 3 years from the date of registration to clear all CIB papers and 5 attempts as well. Multiple attempts are allowed within the 3 year validity period. After that, you will have to re register. How do we re register or how do we make the registration? Through the official website of IIBF. Now, the examination fees. When you are registering the first attempt, you will have to pay rupees 5,000 plus GST. Then, in the second attempt, within the 3 year validity, you will pay 1,300. Similarly, for the third and fourth attempt as well, 18% GST will be applicable. The fees are non-refundable, and the candidates must ensure that they complete the payment before the registration deadline. Don't just fill up the form and think that I will make the payment after the registration ends. No, you will have to make the payment before the last date of registration. Then, if we talk about the application process, simply you need to visit the official IIBF website. Then you will access the CAIIB notification registration link. On the home page, you will click on the examination or courses tab, which is there on the right hand side corner. Under this, you will select the flagship courses, choose CAIIB from the list, and then click on apply online. When the registration will start, we will help you through the live process of registration as well. Then log into your IIBF account using your membership number and password. If you don't have an account, then first you have to register as an IIBF member and obtain the membership. Only members can give this exam. Next step will be filling out the CIB application. Be very careful when you are putting in your personal details, educational qualifications, and employment details. Very carefully fill in these details. Then select your exam center and the medium of examination, the language that you are comfortable in, and choose your elective paper also. This is based on your interest and job profile. We have already discussed in detail how you will select the best elective paper for you. If you haven't yet seen the video, go and watch it. It is there on the YouTube channel. Then you will be required to upload the required documents. So scanned copies if IIBF asks. Then identity proof, membership proof, this may be required. Then you will proceed to pay the examination fees using the debit card, credit card, any other option. And the fees we have already discussed depending on the number of attempts. Then after the successful payment, you will submit the CIB application form, receive the confirmation receipt, and download or save this acknowledgement for future reference. So this is how you can register once the registration starts on 2nd of September. Also, there is the time period that is given. If you register within these many days, this will be the fees. After that, some additional fees will have to be paid. So don't wait. As soon as the registration starts, try to register yourself within 2 or 3 days. And then you can simply go on with your preparation. One thing will be done. Then if we talk about the passing criteria, there is the criteria of credit retention. So if you have, let's say, qualified any two papers and you still need to qualify three, so in the next attempt you will appear for these three. These credits will be retained for your next exam cycle. You need not appear for them again. Aggregate score, you need to score 50. So total marks are 100. Each paper, each of the five papers, total marks are 100. You have 2 hours. These questions are MCQ or objective type, numerical, case study, scenario based, right? Objective questions are there. Now the number of questions is not limited. Questions can be of 1 mark, 2 mark, and point 0.5 marks also, right? So the number of questions might increase or decrease, but the marks will remain 100. To qualify the particular paper, you will have to score 50 out of 100, or another option is at least 45 marks in each subject, and your total score will be more than 250. So if it is more than 250 out of 500, even though in, let's say, one paper you have scored 47, which is less than 50, the qualifying aggregate, but in another paper you managed to score somewhere above 65, so here you can add on these marks and the total of all your five papers should be more than 250. But this will be applicable only if you are attempting for all the papers in one cycle. Here your credit retention will not be there to get the aggregate score of 50% across all subjects, right? So either achieve 50 out of 100 minimum in each paper, or your aggregate should be more than 50% if you are giving all the papers in one single attempt. All the papers means four compulsory plus one elective paper. You have five options for elective paper. You can choose any one. Now, what are the benefits? Why should you try to clear the CIB exam also in one cycle itself? You will get salary boost, boosting the salary, increments in salary for banking professionals, enhancing your earnings. The clerks also gets benefit. Their salary, two additional increments are given to the clerks. POs also get two increments. For example, a clerk with a basic pay of let's say 19,900 and an increment of 1,000 will have increased pay to 21,900 after they have cleared the CIB exam. Similarly, PO will also get two increments, right? After they have qualified the CIB exam. These are the benefits. Also, try to qualify and attempt all the five papers because you'll get the benefit of the aggregate 50%. Plus, you will not have to apply the fees again and again in every cycle, right? And it is very much doable that you qualify all the five papers. All our aspirants have qualified the CIB exam in one attempt. You can also qualify it. Obviously, you need to have a good study plan in hand. You need to start early and you should follow the best resources. So, what should be your preparation strategy for the exam? First, understand the exam pattern and syllabus. You need to score just 50 out of 100 in each paper. You need not have any in depth research. So, focus on those topics that are doable. If you are comfortable with numerical part, okay. If not, focus on the theory, right? But do not leave the numericals behind. You should go through the latest exam pattern and then focus on the compulsory as well as elective papers. Just qualifying the compulsory papers won't be enough. You need to qualify the elective paper as well. Then create a study plan covering all the subjects. You need to devote time for every subject on a daily basis, right? Allocate more time towards the tough topics, right? Tough topics according to you. Which topics you are more comfortable in, which topics you are a bit confused about or a bit skeptical about. So, first complete those topics, and then the easy ones are obviously doable. Use the official books and study material. Obviously, Macmillan book has been suggested. Nothing comes out of the syllabus given in the Macmillan book. But again, the book is quite extensive. You need to understand the topics which are more important and the topics which are not. You need to skip the redundant topics. So, analyze using the previous year papers. Obviously, you don't have the previous year's papers, but you have the analysis, the recalled questions, practice workbooks, practice mock tests to understand your level of preparation. Conceptual clarity is very important in your CIB exam. So, you need to understand the real life banking case studies as well as applications. In all your papers, the institute is not asking direct MCQs, rather, they're trying to frame the case studies or scenarios. From that scenario, you need to figure out what will be the correct answer. Like such and such scenario has arisen, so what will be the provision of the particular act which will apply? All right, so you need to focus on conceptual clarity. If you have conceptual clarity, you can solve all the types of questions, be it theoretical, numerical, case study, scenario based, everything. Next, you need to attempt the mock tests and previous year papers. Solving around 100 questions plus numericals in 2 hours is not an easy task. You need to have practice, particularly in case studies. Because if we do not practice case studies, it will take us a lot of time to understand what is being asked. So, practice these type of questions. It will help you analyze better. Revision is important. You need to study five papers. All the five papers have very demanding syllabus, quite extensive, a lot of theory and concepts. So if you just study one thing and leave it, it will slip out of your mind. So you need to revise. For this, use the short notes and revision charts. You need to revise the key formulae, laws, and important RBI guidelines. Finally, you can join online classes. Taking help from experts, taking help from online coaching will always be beneficial. Why? Because they provide you the mentorship and guidance which will help you qualify the exam. If you have the right guidance and mentorship, you won't waste your time. Because obviously, you don't have the whole day's time, right? Early morning and late evenings are there after your office hours. So, how will you strategize and plan your time so that you can most efficiently prepare? For this, you can join the online classes. All right. So, study material we have discussed. You need crisp exam specific notes. We have thought about the strategy, preparation strategy. We have discussed the basics like fees, eligibility, registration, and we have also discussed the exam dates. All right, so your exams are starting from 30th of November. Right now, you are in the month of May. So, June, July, August, September, October. You have this much time in hands. So, utilize your time and prepare in a manner that you are able to qualify the CIB exam in this attempt itself. These 4 or 5 months that you have are more than enough if you diligently and consistently prepare. So, how will you consistently prepare? For your CIB exam, simply you can join the foundation batch for the November 2025 cycle, which is covering all your four papers, both in English as well as bilingual medium. So you will have 250 plus live sessions, unit wise, advanced level topics will be covered, all the topics, all the modules. You will also have mock tests, both full length and sectional, as well as case study and numerical based test as well. So everything you are going to get in this foundation batch. Also, if you want to prepare the elective paper, you can simply go for the super allied plan. In this, along with the foundation batch, you will get access to all the other plans. The master batches for elective papers, crash, capsule, cracker batches, every important batches you will get access under this very plan itself. So now you need not worry about what should be your strategy, what should be your game plan, how you should collect the study material, best study material. Everything you are going to get by simply joining these plans. Also, if you enroll now, you can avail the benefit of super sale. So you will get flat 50% off on your subscription. Simply use the code SUPER, visit the Oliveboard site or the app. You will get access to these courses. Go through the details of the course, and whichever batch suits you the best, you can enroll for it. The classes of the foundation batch for all the papers have already started. So make sure that you join now and start your preparation, because definitely the exam is going to be tough as compared to the previous cycles. So start your preparation, prepare well, and definitely you will qualify the exam. That is all from my side. If you found the video helpful, please like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the Olive Board JIB CIB English medium channel, because on a daily basis we are bringing these important sessions for you. Each and every important detail regarding your exam, all the important topics, everything you're going to get on the YouTube channel. Comment down below if you want me to cover any other topic. So thank you so much and all the best.